It is Friday, and you know what that means. It's time to break down the latest movies out just in time for the weekend. So, of course, with us today, we have film critic Lonita Cook here joining us. Lonita, thank you so much for being with us. This is my favorite part of the entire week.
It is always a pleasure to be with you, Grace.
Thank you.
Yes.
First off, we got to talk about Cyrano.
Cyrano, yes. So Cyrano, this 2022 film, is based on Cyrano de Bergerac's 17th century play about a man who is in love with Roxanne. And he feels he is not good enough for Roxanne because of the size of his nose. Here,
oh my goodness.
Yes.
What a twist.
But here, it's not the size of his nose, but the size of his body. And so he pines for Roxanne from afar. He's a soldier, a fierce swordsman, right? But he's also a poet of great wit, okay? Roxanne falls in love with another guy, and Cyrano becomes his muse because Roxanne loves a good poem, right? Very popular story. My Cyrano was Roxanne from Steve Martin, right? This one is a musical.
And is the music good?
Okay, so I'm going to say Cyrano is one of the best plays. He becomes the world's most popular ghostwriter, but I could have done without the singing.
Okay.
I could have
So
done
this is
without the
definitely
songs.
not one of those soundtracks that you're going to be bumping in the car.
Yes, but it stars Peter Dinklage, and he is in rare form. I said, does this man have an Oscar? I couldn't remember. His performance is so grounded, it's so believable, and it's so pure. I really enjoyed it. And the thing about this movie that got me, I cried. I'm not gonna lie, even with the singing, it got me in the feels. It's about letting pride get in the way of feeling the fullness of your heart. And so I think it's a beautiful story. And there have been many done. If you like musicals, go for this one.
Okay, perfect. So it definitely sounds like we should add it to the list of things to watch this weekend.
Absolutely.
How about Gasoline Alley?
Okay, so Gasoline Alley. I went into this because Devon Sawa, we knew him. He was a child actor. Loved him. Great seeing him on the big screen, but it also stars Luke Wilson and Bruce Willis. Legally Blonde is one of my all-time favorite movies. So I've seen almost all of Luke Wilson's movies, and then Bruce Willis is the man. From Die Hard, I even love Surrogates. So I said, let me see Gasoline Alley.
Solid cast.
Solid cast, but not a solid script. I'm just gonna talk real quick about this principle in writing. If you show me a gun, you have to pull the trigger, right? And so in this, and that doesn't just apply to the gun itself, but anything that you introduce, you have to let it pay off. And there's a lot of setup, but not a lot of execution. And so the script tries too hard to be clever. It tries too hard to be cutesy, particularly when it comes to the dialogue, and it doesn't pay off.
Okay, so definitely one of those that we could maybe bump down on the list a little bit.
There are better choices to see.
Okay, very good to know. Lonita, thank you so much for being with us. We appreciate it.